What is up, YouTube? This is Video Station here, and this is going to be reaction to episode 2 of Lazarus. Just okay. That's it kind of it kind of feels awkward that it's just that Lazarus and nothing else. I think I remember someone was saying Lazarus means something in a particular language. I don't remember what it was. I need to check that out again later. But yeah, last time the premiere ends up, it's quite the funky bebop sort of vibes as we are all familiar with, except it's a lot more serious. I mean, yeah, there's some lightheartedness to it, but for the most part, this seems a little bit more grim. I mean, basically, we just have this fucking doctor. He basically dropped the ball, just like, oh, all the stuff that vaccine you've been taking right now, oh, it's lethal. Like, you just drop that and you just up and leave. I said before, I'm just like, nah, it's like we got a month to live. Nah, I'm offing myself right then and there. There's no hope with if the fact that he probably covered his tracks, cut off all communications, did everything to make himself completely undetected and unable to find via the more feasible methods from just the average citizen or even like government official or like even the basic task force or police or whatever. Yeah, might as well just end yourself right before it. And the Leyland guy was just like, what's the point of going to school anyway if we're all gonna die within 30 days? So yeah, the parkour stuff with Axel, that was really cool. I was just in awe. Like, there are times like the thing with it is that the shit he does, that actually, a lot of these people actually do that in real life. They be jumping like to and fro from these tall buildings, on hanging rails, and I'm just like, how the hell do you even train for that? How the hell do you even go like this with such confidence, with such like the experience? You have to think like, how do you not like? I'm pretty sure at that point they may have at least trained with some safety measures, but I don't know. It's so wild. It's insane with how they do it. So it's not like Axel was like completely superhuman, but you have to think about his stamina too. Like you kind of have to wonder, he kept that up for quite a long while, all to get unfortunately all to get to finally just get caught anyways by the oldest trick in the books. I mean, to be fair, he didn't get to see the person that was the face of the person that was shooting at him a little earlier on, because she was purposely directing him towards a corner towards a place where they can corner him, and then he just grabbed the drone, until he just kind of just did the unexpected, just grabbed one of the drones because it was too big. I mean, I don't know why. At this point, don't go for those big droids. Go for the little ones. I mean, sure, they may not be as maneuverable and as covering ground as fast enough, but I think they'll still do the trick and not give this guy an open opportunity to get away again. So they're gonna be part of what I think the group's gonna be called Lazarus, and kind of just funny that he was gonna get hired anyways, but hey, I guess the gang is the gang is there, and as usual, I'm gonna watch this in Japanese voice. I mean, because fuck Adult Swim. And by the way, if the kid apparently YouTube is nowadays cracking down on even the slightest bit of harsh words, which include the effort that I kind of just slip in. just a few seconds ago. That's petty. That's stupid. That doesn't make any damn sense. It just ruins freedom of speech. I understand, like, keep profanity down, but like, you on YouTube, you watching, like, you go through it. Like, kids are not supposed to be not supposed to be on YouTube. I'm just saying, they should be in school. They should stay in school. They shouldn't be checking up on YouTube watching whatever shit they want. Like, who the fuck is this is just lazy. This is just on people just being lazy with how they're parenting, with how they're policing. They just put these sort of measures, and it's stupid. It's really stupid. So F you to YouTube for wearing these diapers, trying to put this sort of safety measures on. So yeah. But anyways, that YouTube dissing aside, let's get to the episode. All right, let me just find subtitled. All right, Amazon, and then audio. Okay, it's automatically set to this. Hopefully this is the right one. Right. Let's get to it. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Let me see if this is working. Okay, let me try that again. 3, 2, 1, go. What the fuck? Alright. You're usually okay with it. You know, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do this shit manually. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I was wondering. Oh, okay, so that's always just gonna start out. Okay, it's not really just a bank, just a slot, just a reused animation. It's just new. There's new dialogue. Oh, here's the end. Here's the opening. I kind of already saw it in on YouTube, so that's fine. I want. So apparently, there's going to be a new Ghost in the Shell adaptation, and that's according to from what I've heard from people, or at least some people who are seemingly pretty knowledgeable about the animation industry. They're saying we're going to have old animation, retro animation back. I don't know what that constitutes and whether how true or not it is, but at least we'll get a presentation some that may instill some nostalgia. So hopefully that works out. I mean, it won't be until 2026 though, which is next year. Yeah, nothing to really comment. Oh, it's a marker. Why are you looking at their crotch? Yeah, don't continue running because like they're just gonna treat Peppy. Show off. Oh, oh. I figured she do. I figured she do something like that. Hmm. That includes if a third party officer. Well, that's good to know. God, how much did the did environmental pollution proliferate this much to have such shitty air quality like that? How long did that take? Did that have to take? Probably not even that long. I hate that fact that it could be in the near future. I ain't for it. Fuck that. Actually, it might be already be a thing in some cities like this. I just don't want it to be more than just that. Nah, he's a mystical guy. He's a, not answering her question. Saturday night with Colonel Sanders. Okay, late show with Dulab Pazerman. I just wanted to be funny. Sorry. What if it reveals that Axel was the only one that did not take that vaccine? I could see a I could smell a revelation like that right now. Like I could feel like unless something happens otherwise, or it could be Skinner, or it could literally be Skinner himself, which would make sense too. Yeah. Well, as I bring that up, well, that answered my question. Well, that actually disproves it. Like I was kind of hoping I was kind of hoping for such a twist though. It would have made things interesting, in my opinion. Vintage kind of cool though. Like I don't know. I don't see why I complain. Plus you got hey swole cat. There's a good there's a saying that is shared by some of my mutuals on AL that swole cats make an anime show automatically better. No comment. Well, damn, that sounds like a life I'm eventually gonna lead. He seems like a good looking guy. How is he? How was he single? Uh, mhm. How did that work out? Well, of course, this is the current state. This is the current state of the real world too. They don't. We. Why is it that people are just not caring about the environment? Y'all just y'all just okay with dying in a polluted world? Okay. Okay, I see how it is. Don't blame me when you're choking on on fucking monoxide poisoning. I wonder if he's trying all his best and then he's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just stir things up like doing by saying this. Makes me feel like it's just all a fake out, but I don't know. It could be something else. Or it could just be as more straightforward than I think it should be. I mean, you might need to at least look at if. Never mind. Never mind. I was just saying, like, you could have just at least check if that broadcast of him relaying that message was recorded or not, or like what was the if there was a date on it. These fucking cars, man, fucking Batmobile like shit. But these designs of the cars are something else, man. Hmm. Reminds me of that one homegirl from Guilty Gear. Like she was wearing this sort of like she was wearing this tight jumpsuit and was just touching some virtual buttons and all. That's what it reminded me of. Guilty Crown was ass though. I'm sorry. I have to say it. Letterface. Bro, he all he did was just accumulate years because like yeah, I was just saying. How many times has he broken out to just accumulate that? This fool just accumulated fucking triple digit numbers on his sentence just over something he considers a hobby. Okay, fam. I kind of fuck with it though. Well, whoa. So y'all are just so the whole team is basically full of criminals, or at least had listed offenses to some degree. Some might. For the later dude, it seems not so much. Well, nothing too crazy right now, but it's pretty enjoyable enough for now. Damn, y'all just drive that long without saying a word. Not the CG on the car. That's pretty. It's pretty clean. Not gonna lie. Are they gonna run into each other? Oh. Reminds me of one game. I can't figure. I forgot what it was. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not Resident Evil. So this was just recent. So this was supposedly recently abandoned. Well, I think that person's dead. Oh, the black dude doing it. Nope. What is that guy doing here? Explain who you want. The, wait, are they all I don't speak. I don't speak Russian, so I have no idea what they're saying. I apologize. Some Probably someone told him that. Always has been. Looks like they got caught up in some sort of. Looks like they got caught up in some sort of gang, some sort of gang turf war, I guess. Yeah, most likely the case. The way those cards were weaving. Uh, wait. Okay, he's not dead. Well, it's not Skinner. Where you had to collect. Wait, yeah. Oh, you had to. I figured. Oh, those are debt collectors. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Well, well, that's a. Well, so much for that lead. Well, so much for that. So much for that lead. But why would Skinner? But why would it be traced there? Well, that's what gambling does to you. Mm. Yeah, and get yourself in more debt. Well, there's also. Wait, what the? Oh, someone hacked. Uh oh, 28 days left. Oh damn, that episode went by real quick. Well, it goes to show that like even if the question, if your writing's questionable, the enjoyment may will make it pass by hella fast. Okay, well, uh, but the So they just got so it was just a so it was all just a mislead. It was not Skinner. It was I don't know how they got that sort of lead. And it just turns out it's a guy trying to run away from debt collectors and the FBI. Right. Why did they just leave him there after that though? So yeah, I don't think there's much to really take away from an analytical standpoint, except that they had a lead somewhere and it was a it was a dud instead. There really isn't much to say otherwise. But uh, is there anything else? Nope. I think that's about it. Yeah, it's just about it. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Wait, hold on. Okay. So, how do I feel about the anime right now? How do I feel about this show? It's enjoyable. Although, I will admit that this is more. Well, this will definitely be still be up there for my reactions for sure. I don't think it's one of my more enjoyed shows from this season, but with those others that I enjoy more, one's in the more, one's deep into Saturday morning, so and might not have a really good viewer base. The other one is Gundam, and I don't know how much that will attract it. I mean, I've tried it with Witch from Mercury, and that had no hits. Um, I tried. Even tried by my viewership standards, it didn't do much at all. Um, so well, of course, well, Soshimi is not a series that is meant for reactions, so that's out of the equation. Uh, for let me see, for the other ones, I guess maybe I don't know about Cinderella Gray. I mean, which I've watched earlier today. I don't think I'm very enthusiastic about about the adaptation to really want to do reactions on. To be honest, I mean, even though I did kind of do enjoy the manga to a good enough extent, but well, I have it at a 7, so it means something, especially by my standards. But yeah, but otherwise, I don't I have much other options. No, do not ask me to react to loser Rangers. I am not fond of where the direction of that one is. I will continue to follow it on my own time, but for reactions, nah. Not to rain on anyone's parade who does somehow enjoyed it for what it is. But as for Lazarus, so far just a missing lead, but at least you can kind of get into tune of what these characters are, and that's something I can give credit to. Um, you kind of get a little bit of a notion of what the rea- what the re- what how you know how the reactions to Skinner's drop bomb has somewhat proliferated. Uh, Axel can't leave. You know, the fact he's so reckless actually can hurt or help the team. Um, and the funky situation they got themselves into kind of shows. The fact that he just points his finger, I do not know if there was supposed to be a gun there. Well, actually, no, it's not. He went in with he went with bare hands, no arms, no arm weapon whatsoever during that. That guy is bold as hell. I mean, the fact he's wearing the bracelet, he's just like, I'm invincible. I mean, no, you're just built different, my guy. You just don't need to fall for the simplest tricks like last time. So yeah, and also it seems like everyone on the team are criminals. And I missed. What did Elena? Okay, well Elena. Okay, Elena basically was a hacker. She got a boatload of crimes on her. that little girl, man. It goes to show that sometimes the Layla was like the most innocent of the group. Funny enough, but fair enough. I mean, the fact that it also goes to show that he ends up as a liability because he doesn't have that sense of awareness that a criminal in fiction you would usually have, like a sense of awareness, like danger or something. That's why he got himself to a pretty bad situation there. It turns out, I mean, at least it was a more false alarm, but also just another dud, a false lead too. It turns out it turns out that it was all over a guy who couldn't pay up his debt because he wanted to end, and just tried to overdose on Hapna. Realized that it doesn't kill you fast enough, even if you take as much as possible. So there's that. What I am disappointed is that I was hoping there would be some leeway or some hint that one of them did not take the apna. I was hoping it would be Axel, but apparently he raised his hand and said, "Yeah, he is." But who knows? Maybe it'll just twist and maybe they thought they took it, but it was something else because Skinner, somebody, or maybe it's associated to Skinner, did something to do. I'm just kind of, there's so far. It's just a tossing. I mean, it may not happen. It would just kind of. I mean, I'm banking on a possibility of it being doing the unpredicted, and maybe doing an even better twist. But who knows? I mean, I'm not so sure if I missed any foreshadowing here or there. It seems mostly straightforward at the moment. I mean, I don't even. That's why I say I don't think there's much to say from an analytical standpoint. It's just me kind of just rambling about some of the details that I found particularly amusing. The cars are really. There's not much to speak of animation wise. I mean, it's not a particularly eventful. This wasn't a particularly eventful episode in terms of action Sakuga. So I'm not gonna really put it against them. It's just not one of those episodes. But the aesthetics is still nice. I do feel like there's some moments where some of the drawings feel a little derp. I mean, it's Mappa, so yeah. I don't really have anything else to say. It's just a fun time. Just kind of want to see what this plot goes. Hopefully it doesn't crash like Ninja Kamui. Fucking ass hat series hefted by Adult Swim nonsense. But then again, the creators weren't that competent, the writers either. So there's that. At least here you have Watanabe, and I'm pretty sure even with his limitations, he'll try to do as much as possible to make this work. I think I've seen a translated interview where he says they dedicated a lot of time to try to focus more to make the action stand out. For here, I don't think this was a good example of the showcasing, but I think maybe in next episodes they'll have that. Who knows? I personally didn't find too much of the action here that impressive. Like a lot of the bulk just kind of went. A lot of the bulk so far went to that parkour shit. Anyways, that's about it from me. Otherwise, so yeah, smash that button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter, support the YouTube channel, join the Discord server, share the video around so it can push with the YouTube algorithm and all that. But other than that, that's gonna do it for today on Lazarus. This is Radio Station signing off. See you next time. Take care, stay safe, y'all, and have a great day. Peace.